Welcome back to BK Game Devs. It's Quan, Alex, and Chris here. We're going to be continuing from last week where we were working on a disappearing wall once the player got a certain key or key item, key flame, and we'll be continuing on from there. We'll be adding some lights into our level, and we'll also be adding some soft and hard checkpoints. By that we mean, so if the player loses all of their health, they'll respawn at their last main checkpoint. But if the player is doing some platforming, they just die in the lava or something, instead of sending them all the way back to their first checkpoint, we'll put them back on the ledge they jumped from. So yeah, We're about to get right into it. And we changed our player sprite. So Boy from last week and the prior weeks is no longer gone. He died. Sorry. And we have, I don't know, Scarf Man now.
Or just man.
Man, exactly.
All right, and I am gonna show some of that stuff right now. So we replaced our player sprite. We found this on itch.io, and this is our credit to you.
Thanks, Rivros or Riveros. Hope I'm not butchering your name.
So thank you, and this is us giving you credit.
Word. And then if this game goes all the way out, we'll put names into the credits of the game, because got to give that real credit, man. Can't let no one be unappreciated. But yeah, cool.
Exactly. And there's a lot of animations here, so we might actually add a few extra ones like fall, right? And
yeah, might do like
die, fall and die.
Yeah, die is an important one. You have to die.
I think I saw one that was like ledge hold or corner grab. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a ledge grab and
that could be cool too, but it might be difficult.
Yeah, so let's stick with the basics for now. But yeah, there's a lot of they have a lot of cool stuff in this one.
Yeah, so we right before the stream we replaced our boy with this more interesting person, and here they are.
Word, call him Scarfy. Scarf Man.
And if we just play it, there's our boy.
He did a cool flip jump because
cool
he's
flip
better
jump.
He's better than the original boy. He flips now.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to turn off the global light. That's why everything is so illuminated. I'm like, why does the game look so illuminated?
Yeah,
but it's okay.
That's all right. And
yeah, no, it's better for everyone to see.
We're also gonna show what we accomplish off stream, because at the end of our last stream we were having some trouble with making these tiles over here disappear once you gather this key flame, and it was a pretty simple fix actually. So let me just show you what this looks like, everybody. So I'm just gonna drag this fella down here. Yeah. So then It opens this area up. You come back to the front, the start, not the front.
And you go back to what we will eventually make as.
So yeah, well, we're gonna try to do this stream. Once you gather the key flame, there should be some type of logic put in place so that when you interact with this door, it opens and then you can go to the next section.
Correct.
Okay. So where do we want to start, guys?
Let's start with those lights. Yeah, so let's put in, can you zoom out real quick? I want to see how many lava sources we have. 4, okay? So...
Oh, wait, whoops. I was just dragging this and it looks weird. Did you see that?
Yeah, do it again. I see it. Yeah, do it again.
Is that, is that because the lights, or... I'm not actually dragging it, right?
No, you aren't actually dragging it. You're just dragging your view of it.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna worry about that anyway.
It's fine. But yeah, so I just want to see. So you can zoom back in, and we're gonna make 4 new freeform lights. So we can just make one to start though.
All right, so
Yep, a light, 2D light, freeform light, boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna name this lava
light 1.
Lava light. Well, we're gonna make this a prefab, right? Are we?
I don't think so because they're all different. Wait, sorry. Say again, Alex.
No, I'm just saying I don't think we should. You were about to make the point that I was about to make. They're all
just because they're all different sizes.
That's true. Okay. So, lava light 1. Where is it? It's here. And
can you turn off global light?
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, here.
It's
Okay. So, I see. So
yeah, you gotta the bound. There should be some sort of bounds on it.
There's intensity.
Edit shape at the bottom. Edit shape.
I see. Okay, and then
Yep.
Well, what we wanted to do was make it so that it, goes like up,
maybe not that high
up like that.
Yeah, I think, and then
didn't we like set a color to the light so that it looks like orangish or something?
Yeah, we will. So
all right, so that's
I say have it go a bit higher. Actually, the only reason is we want the player to have like maybe it'll be like a tease, kind of like they'll see something that's down there, but realize they can't get to it, or they don't know the purpose right then. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
And then color
we set to like some
orangish. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Okay. So this is maybe it's got to be a little lighter. You see how it's like changing?
Yeah.
It's because we haven't changed the intensity. That's fine.
Okay.
I think that once it's not about the color, we have to change the lighting effect. So
okay,
that should be a fine color. And then zoom in so we can see a little bit more. Yeah.
Wait, should I?
And so
I'm gonna make that like
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Okay. That's
just so that kind of like bounces off the
right
the walls in a
right.
natural way. And then we can
use 2 freeform lights, one to make the color of the that, and then one to just light up the actual lava.
I get what you mean, but hold on. Let's try this first. I think that this could still work. Change the intensity maybe, because I do see how it changes it a lot. So if we bring it
higher,
higher makes it do that. Huh, weird. We figured it out. I don't know what we did differently.
Yeah. So higher makes it really, really intense like that.
Really violent.
And then lower,
it just doesn't. It's not like a light. What did we change? Fall off intensity? No. Light order, bend order.
Volume opacity? No. Shadow intensity.
What is alpha blend overlay overlap? It's like a checkbox. Okay, then forget
if you hover over the actual text, it'll usually give you a description of what it is.
Use alpha blending instead of additive blending when this light overlaps others.
So I think this refers to it overlapping other lights.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
And so fall off intensity. Okay. Weird.
Look at blend style. What is blend style? Is it the way the? Oh, I don't know. Okay, all right. Let's leave that alone then.
I don't remember what we did last time. It was like off stream sometime, right? We had this was like lit up, and then there was like
a little bit of light coming
tint
off that, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like maybe change the color. So maybe you're right. Try and change it to like an orange and not a red.
Not really.
All right, then maybe we should do a color picker and pick the color of like the sprite and see if it will just auto No, just use the color picker on the left of this screen in color.
Right, but
Yeah, and then click on, yeah, let's pick that in between or that top orange. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Try one of those. See what happens. Like, that looks a little better. Isn't look as intense, but I think it should maybe still be darker. Yeah, maybe just like
it's gotta be
go
darker.
into.
Maybe. I don't know. It just doesn't look great.
Yeah.
So do you want to try the other way?
Yeah. What's the other way? Yeah.
So we could just we could just make another freeform light on top of this that ensures that like you write up the actual lava to its appropriate value. So go ahead. Just bring it over where the lava is.
Yeah.
You can use W to get to instant move tool.
Okay. So
yeah, right there, and then edit the shape so that it's exactly on the lava.
I see. Wait, how do I edit the shape again?
There's a little button on the bottom on the right.
Yeah, click on on the right. It says edit shape in the inspector.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so
yeah, so even though the color is different for the light up there,
I see.
So fall off should be 1, I think, for this. Either 1 or 0.
Okay, hold on.
Well, can you? Yeah, follows. Try 1. Okay, try 0. Okay, no fall off. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because we should have it exactly on. We just have to adjust a little bit.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, wait.
So you're seeing the appropriate colors.
So let's rename them real quick, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's call this one like lava light. So this can be lava light, and then the one on top we can change to like fall off or like lava fall off 1 or something, just so we can keep track of these lights.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so cool. Lava light 1 has 0 fall off.
You may want to adjust it a little to just make sure you like have all. Can you hover over not fall off the actual position of the lights, but can you hover over edit shape, and then hover over snapping?
Where is that? Oh,
hover over
snap points using the snap settings. All right,
try it out.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Now let's see if what's snapping. Yeah. No.
Well, that goes to it goes by.
That's fine. Right there's fine.
It goes by the cell.
Yeah, it goes by the grid.
The grid,
which is pretty cool.
All right.
And then that's pretty much like what that's for the lava, so that the lava the colors of the lava are correct.
I see.
That's
All right.
And then we can change the color of this, because now this is too dark, because the lava is too light for the light shining off the lava to be.
You could still put it around, because the lava, like we want that effect on the around it too.
I'm looking at more of like a reddish orange.
Yeah, go for it. Go in between.
Like
because it's not orange yet. Go up. Like that's like a red orangish, yeah. But then we have to now go up on the square part of the color.
Oh.
Yeah,
like that's kind of like a red orange, right?
Yeah.
You may want to increase the just move those a little more.
Wait, why is it like cutting off there? That's
just don't. Yeah, for this you don't want it to snap.
Oh, that's why.
So turn off snapping for this. Yeah. And just adjust it so that it doesn't have to be exactly, because it's gonna just put it on the walls.
Yeah,
like how
exactly.
you have up there. You should match it.
Oh, so
because
like this.
Yeah. Something like that. And then a little more below, in fact.
And a little more below.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that's good. So it looks like it's taking effect on all the.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, everywhere.
So I mean, this actually looks kind of more like a brown now.
Okay, fair enough. So let's keep playing with the color.
Try something lighter.
Well, wait. I don't think I like this like overall
Or
color
even
here.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, change it then.
Wait.
I think we should move towards orange.
Move towards orange. Okay. So this is. It's like not matching it.
So now leave it there and just move the outer wheel, and let's see what happens. Okay, now bring it the other way. Yeah, it seems like we got to go like somewhere in this small range for it to be a good like lava effect. I'm okay with that, but
I would move it a little towards the white section of that box.
okay, fair, yeah.
Oh, so this way. Well, no.
But like more down.
Oh. Hmm.
I think that's fine. I don't know what you guys think.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's fine. So let me just see what that looks like when you
Play, yeah, and don't forget to turn off that glow. Okay, it's already off. Nice. Oh, it looks really awkward actually. So I think what we need to do, right, is
fix this shape.
So not even just the shape. I think that it needs to be bigger and have more fall off because it just cuts off so harsh that it looks really weird.
Okay. So like
yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Like literally you mean like
yeah, like even like higher because or I don't know, it's just because it looked so weird that it just kind of like fell off. So now I don't know if we can change the fall off intensity and we can change the offset as well. But we want it to fall off at like a certain point, but also
hold on, let me see
like
what that looks like.
Sure. Like that looks more like okay, there's something down there that's like illuminating the walls.
Right.
But it still just cuts off after a certain point, but that's not horrible though. I love these snappy animations.
Yeah. It's actually a lot easier to like move around and jump too.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's because the last one, like boy, had a weird weird shape.
Yeah. So should we stick with this?
Can you go back? Can you change the fall off in intensity while we're in play mode?
Yeah. So
okay,
for the fall off, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So change the intensity and like bring it down a lot to like 0, and let's see what happens, and then go upward.
Maybe I should go in scene mode. Yeah.
Nothing changes, right? Okay, so change fall off.
Something does change. Hold on. It's you see.
Okay, so that's fine then.
So keep it at 0.5.
Sure, yeah, but I'm trying to think. Is there a way to make it like, I don't know, like almost like gradient the lights so that it's like brightest?
Can you increase the size of the fall off?
You mean this?
Yeah, you can.
Make it 5.
Ah, I see. Okay. I get what you guys are saying.
Okay, so maybe we should shrink the actual light, like the freeform light, and then make the fall off a bit bigger so it looks more like that.
Okay, wait. Let me just end that. Put this to 5, and
then bring the anchors inward a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
From the corners, though. Yeah, nice. Yeah, and so now the fall off is taking effect on the object.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so now it's not as harsh.
Okay.
And you can like bring that down, I guess.
Bring this down.
Yeah, I guess so. Because if the fall off can do it, then
bring both sides down.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think that even there is good because
like down here or
no. Up, like a little bit above the edge. Yeah, I think that's good because now the light is kind of like lightly radiating off.
Okay.
Of the
let's see what that looks like.
Thing. Yeah, let's see now. Yeah. You see how it like blends in a little bit more.
That's better. That's a lot better. Yeah.
It's not as harsh.
I see.
Indeed.
Okay, cool.
All
So
right.
now we got to do that 3 more times.
Okay.
You should just copy them and then just move them.
Yeah, so
So that
maybe
the light.
let's make not a prefab, but let's make a wrapper object called like, I don't know what we want to call it, but just so that it'll be a wrapper object that holds the light for the lava and its fall off. So we don't have like 8 objects that we don't need or more if we make more lava, right?
Okay. So I'm just gonna call it lava 1.
Yeah, cool.
Oh.
Nice.
And then
Get that hefty
goes
zoom
in there. I mean, technically you could make it a prefab, but then you just gotta change the sizing of the shape.
Fair enough. Because the prefab will keep all the rest of the. I mean,
I don't know.
Sure, why not?
So we would make this the prefab, or
yeah, we would.
Does that make sense?
I think so, but I don't know what. So Alex, so what do you think?
I think that's fine.
Let me just.
That way we can just keep all the colors that we use.
Let me just see. I'm turning that off, and then I'm gonna drag this back on. Yeah. So it keeps the colors, it keeps the fall off. Okay,
yeah, and then we'll just adjust it for each one. Cool.
Okay, so where should I put
what?
I'm calling it lava. Where should I put this? This should
we have a prefab folder.
Okay, so it's in there. I'm gonna delete these now because we know it works.
Yep.
Okay, and then lava. Okay, so now we can do it with the other ones.
Yeah, so just drag in another prefab and we'll put it where it needs to go. Now hit W.
Whoops.
If you want.
Sorry. I just wanted to rename this.
Okay, cool.
Lava 2.
Also, I think that if you just press enter while you're on an object, you can rename it.
All right, there you go. All right, so lava 2, where are you?
Hit W. It'll show you the and now you can use that and drag it over.
I see.
Yep. And so now we can put it there and we'll change the size and stuff. Perfect.
All right, so
now this one's gonna be a wide boy.
Lava light 1. We need to.
Don't use that. Use the edit shape.
Yeah, my bad. I'm used to
it.
It's
all good. It's all good.
I'm used to it. Okay.
It's because it looks exactly like the
yeah, I know.
The transform tool. Nice.
That's about right. That's about right. Right?
Yep. Yeah, that's good enough. And and then the fall off will take care of it going a bit under, so that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so
and then we have to make the fall off that the same width, and the height might it could be a little bit taller, but
I'm thinking like honestly like this because it's supposed to be doing that. But why is it not doing it on this side? Maybe
it is. It's just that you can't see it that much, but yeah, you can bring that out a bit fine. And then you can bring the
look. It's not really doing it on this side.
Probably because of that one light over there.
Yeah.
The first light.
The first light.
Oh, I see. Okay, so then it's actually probably fine.
And then you can bring that up a bit the same way, so that it kind of like hovers off the edge of the platform.
Right. So
yeah,
this too, right?
Sure. Yeah. I mean.
Well, yeah.
Well, actually, not. Yeah, just leave that there. That's fine.
That's probably fine. Okay.
And now test that out, and I think this should look cool because
it'll look better once you get the actual.
Since the light. 3 platforms are at different heights,
right?
The light should look more intense on the bottom one. Yeah. So now, if you go, like it's the most intense on the bottom. Yeah, cool. I think that's compelling.
Yeah, now, it's like your light kind of overrides it a bit.
Yeah, which is kind of weird, right? Like it shouldn't. Or should it?
Well, I think I guess it should. I don't know. Like, you're supposed to be able to see your light, right?
Yeah, you are.
Which...
Okay.
Yeah.
let's leave it for right now. So that's 2 done. Let's get the other 2 done, and then we can get the checkpoints done, because I feel like that's going to be something we might struggle with, but I don't know.
All right. So
And then there was light.
lava 3.
Lava 3, boy.
All right.
Another wide boy.
Okay, so lava light. Edit shape.
So wide boy.
That's a wide boy.
Nice.
Right.
I wonder if you could have just selected 2 at once and just dragged them both. I mean, you could try right now if you can control click the other one.
Wait, what do you mean?
The
He's saying,
nodes,
can you edit the shape of 2
corners.
lights at once?
The corners on the right.
Oh.
Control click.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can.
Yeah, you
So
can.
you can.
Oh,
Move it around.
cool. Yeah, I see.
Hey.
Yo.
I see. Well, I should also have snapping on for this one.
Your Unity was a thinking man when they did this.
Okay, that's fine. And then lava fall off. Oh, wait. Well, actually, this one should also have the snapping then, because we fixed that other thing.
Yeah.
Maybe like that?
Yeah. I think that's cool.
That looks cool.
The only thing though is that the player can never really see how cool it looks because their light kind of beats it out. But again, that's stuff that we can adjust later. But this looks good.
True.
Only one left.
Well, oh yeah, this one.
Okay. Yep, the one that is right next, like on the other side of that wall.
I forgot to rename these.
All good.
Just want to do that. So okay, that's better. And then one more lava.
Okay, cool. Edit shape. Yeah.
Does anyone have the stream open and see if like anyone's watching?
I do.
I'm watching it.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
No, I mean like
No,
on
I
Twitch.
see a second person.
I don't
know.
Is it Nightbot?
Bing Cortana.
Cool.
Okay. Well, whoever's here, thanks for tuning in. We're doing some level design.
Thanks for tuning in, Bing Cortana. That's a fun name too, Bing Cortana.
All right, so edit shape. Actually, I want to do the light first. Oh, I turned it off. There we go. Snapping. Perfect. Lava fall off. I'm gonna do that because you see the blue light there that we have for the courage pickup?
Sure, yeah.
You know, maybe not make this as intense because it's a smaller area.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's good. And so it'll be cool because your only sources of light will be lava or the light you have yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And this one already has like light from that side.
I wish we could have some sort of like directional light that like doesn't do it infinitely.
Right.
What do you mean?
Like, a directional light that kind of like applies some physics.
As like kind of like bends against objects and stuff, you mean?
No, as in like if lava's here, then it would be shooting upward, but it wouldn't go past like say the that one ledge there with the light on it, with the little light, it wouldn't go past it. So then, because freeform light is pretty much applying light
evenly
on top of like.
I get you. Yeah.
With the fall off, of course, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think that we can come back to that, but I think you make a good point though. Fair enough.
All right. Yeah, we could come back to that. So, how do you guys like the way this looks right now?
I think it looks good. Let's do a quick play test, just see how it looks while going through the level.
All right. So, what's over here? Nothing.
Dead. We are so nice for putting that platform right there, so that the player most likely won't just fall into the lava.
I mean, it's pretty cool because you could be like, "Oh, what the hell is that?"
Yeah, you're like, I see something on the other side, but
yeah,
what is it?
Right.
I must know. Okay, and now actually just let your light die out. Yeah, or like get pretty low. I want to see how it looks against the lava when you have low light. Yeah, it's cool. And like the less light you have, the more the lava colors take effect.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Then you get inside, you go. You eat yourself down some stairs. No fall damage. Knees of a god. And then you platform. Maybe those platforms shouldn't be right on top of each other, because it's kind of tough to make that jump.
You.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a challenge actually. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fine with it.
Yeah, we got to figure out if we can find a way to somehow have the lava in front and behind. I know that makes no sense, but
what do you mean?
Looks weird when the player falls like on top of it. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
GG.
All right, so I think it looks cool.
Yeah. Good enough. Okay, cool. Let's get to those soft checkpoints so that when you hit the lava, you don't always end up back at that door.
Okay, so I think we already threw a soft checkpoint in here, right?
We did, yeah.
Okay, so let's do some renaming here. So we have checkpoint 1. That should be hard checkpoint.
Checkpoint, yeah. Hard checkpoint 1. And again, just to reiterate for people who are watching, a hard checkpoint is where you will respawn if you lose all your health and die. But if you take damage in like lava, spikes, or maybe if you fall off the side or something along those lines, it will just reduce the player's health by a small amount and put them back at their last like where they fell off.
Yeah. So
or the last like a ledge or so.
So soft checkpoint, it's gonna be invisible. It's gonna look like this.
Yeah.
Okay, the Z value should not be like that, right?
The Z position can be 1, yeah.
1
or 0.
0.
Let's do 0.
Okay. So.
Or it should be the same place as the player, because if it's 0 and the player will then walk right in front of it. Is the player on 0 or 1? 0. Okay, so yeah, 0 is good.
Okay, so.
And we can make soft checkpoint a prefab in all honesty, because once we make our script for it,
yeah,
we can just pop them anywhere we want. So for right now, we have a box collider. Cool.
All right. Technically, this doesn't. I mean, all right. The size could be changed, but
yeah, we can change it.
So we have a box collider.
Now we're gonna need I don't know, I don't think we made a script, but we're gonna need something like a soft checkpoint or
okay. So the soft checkpoint is basically gonna be what the script we already have, the checkpoint controller, right?
Basically, yeah. So when the player touches it, it'll run some code.
So check it out. So checkpoint controller. It's just this.
Yeah. That's all it is. So maybe we can.
Because
Or
okay,
I'm trying to think. Should we put checkpoint controller on both hard and soft checkpoints and just say, like, if other dot compare tag and if this dot compare, like, if we can get the tag of this one, like, if it's so basically instead of having to write a second script, it'll just be a script that says, okay, any checkpoint has its controller.
Yeah.
It'll determine at runtime if it's a soft or hard checkpoint based on a tag, and then instead of calling update checkpoint, maybe it calls update soft checkpoint. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So where is this function? Oh, I guess I don't have this set up. Anyway, is it in player controller?
Yeah. Player controller.
Update checkpoint. Okay. So
yes, all it does is set the original position to new position,
which is what we would actually want for either of them.
Yeah, exactly. So they're both going to do the same thing. So so then, you know what? Maybe we don't even need something different. Oh no, sorry. We still need we need two checkpoints on the player, but yeah, the method is the same because if soft checkpoint
or the game manager.
It's just a condition for the checkpoint is different.
Yeah. So actually, no. We need two methods: one for update hard and one for update soft, because they're going to update different values. One will update original position, or maybe we'll change the name of that to, or maybe we keep original position and we make a new like a variable called hard, like last hard checkpoint and last soft checkpoint, and the two methods will update those things directly. Or what Alex said, we can do the same thing but from the game manager.
Okay, so let's try the game manager technique. So Alex, do you have a plan in your head for that?
Yes, we use the event system. We create a controller that pretty much triggers the event. Game manager is looking for a checkpoint event. Yeah, that.
All right, so
Okay,
where do we start with that?
Yeah.
Start with the controller. Checkpoint controller.
Checkpoint controller.
And last time we made game events last stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we did.
So make a public event.
In here?
Like, yeah, it's a property. We're gonna say public game event.
Do I have to import anything?
You may have to.
Wait, let's see. Yeah, this one. All right, so public game event, that's it, right?
Yeah,
there you go.
Public game event.
And then we're gonna call this checkpoint event or something.
Yep, sounds good.
All right.
And we're gonna basically have two checkpoint assets, one for soft and one for hard, right? And then basically at a specific checkpoint, no, not here. We're gonna actually have it as an asset outside, but for every collider that has this, we're just gonna indicate whether we put in the hard asset or the soft asset. Does that make sense?
I think so.
So then,
keep going.
trigger here, instead of saying directly going for player controller, you would simply say something like checkpoint dot raise, checkpoint event question mark dot raise or something.
So instead of here?
Yeah, instead of those two lines.
Instead of these two, but still in the if statement.
Yeah, it's still inside the if statement. You can comment out those lines if you want to.
So it's checkpoint event dot raise. Is that?
I believe it's dot on event raised.
Oh. Is it? Oh, on event raised. Okay.
And semicolon. And just for the sake of like making sure we don't break anything, you could do a question mark dot on event raised.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a null checker.
Yeah, I got you.
And then basically what Game Manager does is it's going to listen for that specific event.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so kind of like how we had...
listener, by the way? Yeah. So this looks like it only listens to one event at a time. So, and game manager, I don't know, the game manager may end up listening to multiple events, right?
Yeah, so which is the best way to do this? Because the game manager should have maybe an instance of game. No, game event listener should listen to any event. No.
Oh, I know what to do.
Right.
Remember how in response, and in fact, let's just start with going to the assets of Unity. Did you save everything, right?
No. Hold on.
What's breaking?
Wait, did I save this?
Huh?
Game event
Wait,
does not
can you go back to
contain
game event itself?
Oh, this is game event listener.
Oh. Okay, so
Game
game
event.
event is in
Where's
here.
game event?
It's in here.
Oh, it's raised. My bad.
Okay, so raise.
So it is raised.
Oh,
so
it
if
is
you go
just
to checkpoint
raise.
controller,
Okay. So it is just
Oh
raise.
yeah, see, and raise goes for all the listeners. Okay,
raised.
yeah, raise.
It's raised.
I see.
So let's go back to Unity.
Okay.
I think something may have happened to Alex. But yeah, go to assets. He was saying.
All right.
And we made a thing called game events, didn't we? No, okay. Oh, we have something called event. Sorry.
Oh, we do. Yeah.
You want to create one for soft, one for hard.
Okay. So.
I'll be right back.
Go for it. Yeah.
Game event. So.
Let's call it on soft checkpoint. Touched or on soft checkpoint, or maybe just on soft checkpoint should be fine.
Yeah.
And then on hard checkpoint.
Okay.
All right. And so now I remember we did on key flame. And so can you go to the key flame and let's see what we did there, and I'm sure we'll do a similar thing in the hierarchy.
Where?
In the hierarchy, key flame, the actual like game object.
Oh. Okay. Where is? Here we go. Okay, so
and let's go down. Item controller. Okay, so I remember that's what we did.
Okay,
so,
I'm back.
Hey.
So where's game manager?
Boom.
It's here.
Bada boom.
Spectre Alpha has joined us. Said, "Yo, how you doing?"
Was good, Spectre Alpha.
What's up? Oh yes. So go to. You already created the assets, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you can go ahead to what do you call it? Game manager in the Unity side.
Okay.
Now we're gonna add a. You see here we have item controller. Wait, no. Where's game manager?
Right
there
here.
it is. We're gonna add a component, and this is gonna be game event listener. Yeah. And you see here we're gonna be listening to the on the hard one.
Oh, so we drag the hard one here.
Yeah, or you could just click the little circle and we can see all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
On hard checkpoint, yeah. Now, game manager can have an actual function which response here can trigger. So, yeah. So you can just call this something like public trigger hardpoint or something, or create hardpoint.
And what it's gonna do is gonna create. What was it gonna do? Is it gonna change the player's position?
Well, it'll store it. It'll store the hard. So we want to store the last soft and the last hard checkpoint, right?
Yeah, but okay, yes. I understand. So maybe like update would be better then.
Yeah, or update.
Yeah, like update hard checkpoint, update soft checkpoint.
And then when player goes into lava, game manager will set it to the value we have, right?
Yeah.
So for one, we'll keep that function there for now, right? We're gonna actually implement it by just simply setting a vector 3 position
Where?
at some point.
In here right now, or
Yeah, or we could do this right now. If you go to private, if you go to the properties and create a new one,
where?
Where your properties are.
Oh.
Yeah, like at the top. Yeah, here. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you do private.
I guess vector 3.
Vector 3.
Soft checkpoint, hard checkpoint. Nice.
Sorry, I'm used to camel case. Okay.
Yo, I feel you, man. And it's private, so underscore.
Can you do this in C#? Hold on.
Yeah.
You could do commas
you
just
can.
like that.
Yeah, but throw the underscore on at the front because they're private variables, and this is C#.
Yeah.
Ugh, nah, I'm being rude.
Okay. You guys cool with that, or would you rather on separate lines?
I'm fine with that, man. Safe space.
I'm cool with that. I'll be right back. But yeah, it's setting. We'll figure it out.
Got it. Yeah. So now, Chris, here what we'll do is just update hard checkpoint. So also give update checkpoint a value because once we get the raise thing, it's gonna give us a value. I think, and then I think we would set the hard checkpoint to that place because once the checkpoint is hit, it'll tell us, hey, this is my position. So make a new, I guess, vector 3 position.
Where in here?
No, sorry, the parameter that goes into update hard checkpoint.
Right. Okay. So parameters in here. I'm trying to remember how to do that.
Vector 3. Yeah, right.
Vector 3.
And then call it pause or new pause.
I see.
Sure.
I see. Okay.
New position. Yep. And then say underscore hard checkpoint equals new pause.
Right.
And then what we'll do is go on the next line, do player. Because we have an instance of the player. So player dot, the player controller. Oh. Yep. So player dot, and then to update checkpoint. Yeah, update checkpoint, and then actually go back to player controller. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
We might need to just rename these. So we have update checkpoint. Let's change this to update. Or actually, no, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so update soft checkpoint and update hard checkpoint because the player still also needs to.
Does it?
Oh wait, hold on. Wait a minute. No, because what we can do is the game manager should know when the player dies, right?
Right.
And if player dies, it just updates it to. It updates original position to
whatever the position is that's passed in, so it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so then original position is just not the right name for this then. We should change maybe we keep that, but maybe we also need I don't know, last position, current position or something, just because it sounds weird to change your original position, if you get what I mean, right?
Yeah. I think I get what you're saying, but I don't know where to go from there.
So but let's leave it for right now. It's fine. It's not going to change anything. So so back in Game Manager, you can make another method that does the same thing, just with the soft checkpoint. Or I'm trying to think, is there a way that we can consolidate this into one method?
Yeah.
Should the event that gets sent be the position and the type? I think that's better, right? On event raise, we send the type.
You mean
and
what do you mean the type? Hard or soft?
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm not understanding as much as Alex does, but I'm thinking. So we have two events on soft checkpoint, on hard checkpoint, right?
Right.
So the game manager needs to know. Okay, this is I'm receiving a message from on soft checkpoint, so I need to update the player with. I need to update the. Actually, no, sorry. There need to be two methods. See, I'm getting all lost, man.
Does there have to be two methods?
Wait, no, you're right.
Because can't
All right, Quan.
can't this just be
Be like
can't
the
this
same thing.
be like
So we don't want to. So the checkpoint is the new position, but the game manager needs to manage two positions. You see what I'm saying? So if
Right.
the event sends the type somehow.
Wait, hold on. Where is this being called again?
We haven't set that up yet, but if you look at the commented code on line 22,
yeah,
it won't be the same. But this is back when we first had an event emitter, and so what happened is when player sanity got an event, it then called sanity bar dot set sanity, right? I'm not sure of the syntax because it's different. It's not the same kind of event, but there'll be something along those lines in probably an update, not in start, or maybe in start, but we'll put some sort of like a listener in the game manager, and then it'll listen for any kind of event, and based on the type of the event, it will do what it has to do. But I get you. I don't know if this needs to be two methods or if it can be
you see what I mean?
one method.
It's like it's literally the same.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. So what we should do is find a way to differentiate. So maybe just get rid of this. Yeah, I think you're right. Because what I'm trying to say is we should have an if in this method in update instead of update hard and update soft checkpoint. Just update checkpoint, and what it'll be will be if type is soft checkpoint, update soft checkpoint. If type is hard checkpoint, update hard checkpoint. Right?
So like it's just like a string.
Maybe like a string. Yeah, like a string type. Again, I don't know if this is gonna work because I don't fully understand the game event thing the way that Alex does, but maybe we should take a look and see how it works. Because we did it for a keyframe, right?
Hold on. Wait, say that again.
So I'm saying we already did this event thing for keyframe, and that's what we use to make sure that the wall like destroys itself when
Yeah.
So go to false wall controller because maybe we can get some insight there. So what are we doing here? We do response dot add listener at the top. So what is the response? Do we have? Is that something that we did in Unity? Can you check real quick? Because what's happening is the listener is calling something. It's at the bottom. Oh no, sorry, I said the bottom.
We passed on keyframe obtained here.
Okay, and that's the and that's the event. So for soft checkpoint 1, let's do the same thing. Let's add a checkpoint controller.
Yeah.
Right, and there should be a checkpoint event, and then we're gonna use the circle and we're gonna pick soft checkpoint.
Right.
On soft checkpoint, nice. Mm-hmm. And so now what we can do, and now how do we add a response? Go back to false wall. I'm trying to figure out how we got that extra thing to show up.
I don't think we did it like in the UI. Hold on.
Okay. Right? I don't know what's different. Like, how does it know what response is, right? That's the only use. Okay, so then maybe just let's just copy that line and put it in a game manager's start.
Like here.
I guess so. Yeah. So response dot add listener, and instead of disable wall, we'll say update checkpoint.
Wait, so this shouldn't be in checkpoint controller?
No, because
hey, I'm back. What's going on?
We're a little messy. So we're a little messy right now.
Yeah. So let me explain a few things, Alex. What we're trying to do is first, instead of because if I understand right, when the player touches a checkpoint, either soft or hard checkpoint, an event will get raised that the game manager should be listening out for and update the corresponding checkpoint. So we have two methods right now, but they do the same thing. So what we want to do is do something like create a method called update checkpoint in game manager that can figure out the type of the event raised and just do what it needs to do. Because instead of having two methods where, okay, when soft checkpoint is raised, call on soft checkpoint, or and when a hard checkpoint is raised, do on hard checkpoint, we can just say, okay, update checkpoint, and just based on the event type, if it's on soft checkpoint or on hard checkpoint, update the corresponding one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but there's no way to indicate one or the other.
And so we were thinking, could we pass like a type with the event or something? I don't know how raise works, because we need to send the position, right? So the game engine knows
can you go
what
to game
it.
event? Game event itself. Let's think about this. Oh no, not this one. Sorry, game event listener. Let me think. There might be a way to do it.
There definitely should be a way to do it. I think we just like if this were JavaScript, I know exactly what to do, but this is C# in Unity. What I'm trying to say
where
is
where do we have game event listener exactly?
What do you mean where?
Like where do we have it? Is it in scriptable objects? Is it in scripts?
No, it's just in scripts. Right.
Yeah,
right
and
here.
so go and show them the false wall controller. So this is using. Oh, Chris, that's what we didn't do. You see how false wall controller, it pulls from game event listener and not mono behavior.
Oh, yeah.
So now I don't know if should our game manager do that. I don't know now that I think about that.
No, the reason we did it this way is because it's you don't have to say response.add listener to here. Game event listener should do that on its own.
Okay.
Disable wall. Where what is disable wall?
That's right here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. This part is correct. But we do this. What do you call it? We do this in code because we're inheriting. We're inheriting from game event listener.
Exactly.
In game manager's case, we're actually doing it where we add it as a component. The reason we do it that way is because there's multiple game event to listen on to, and game event listener only does one at a time.
I get it.
All right. So
yeah.
So what do we do?
So game manager should have a game event listener object, right?
What is game event anyway? Sorry, if we go to the code, maybe we can modify the code to carry certain things like.
So, okay. So how about this? Is there such a thing as a conditional parameter in C#? Because what we want to do then is raise, instead of it being void. I mean, sorry, not void. Instead of it having no parameters, maybe we say raise and we give it, I don't know, 1 or 2, or maybe an object as a parameter that can say, okay, here's the event that's being raised, and the event object contains the type, which is type of event, and any other information. That's how I would do it in JavaScript. I don't know if that makes sense here.
I feel like we're kind of doing a lot just to like rewrite 2 functions. I mean, we could just do 2, right?
Sure. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, you're right. Let's save time. It's 7:02. So
like
yeah,
we could always refactor. I just want to be able to get it right, you know.
Yeah. So now,
but this is what we would have to
Alex,
do here.
Yes, but we still need an instance of game event listener in the game manager, because unlike false wall, which inherits from that class, game manager inherits from mono behavior, so it doesn't know what response is, if you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So we need like a private event listener or private game event listener, and we'll call it game event manager or whatever we want to call it, or game event listener. I don't know. Listener, sure. Yeah.
Well,
what if we so don't do that. What if we do this? So get rid of that real quick. What if we go to game event and for one, right above game event itself.
Yeah.
Like above that too.
Yeah.
We're gonna create a game event as well, just another game event. You can just copy the whole thing, except for create asset menu.
That's like the whole class, you mean, right?
Yeah, the whole class.
Okay.
Now, what we're gonna do then is we're gonna create a we're gonna do a what do you call it? The generic thing, generic T on game event.
How do you write that?
Just literally just
Like-
pointy brackets.
Like,
yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. And then here we're gonna do public as a property. We're gonna do public cap T. No, just regular T.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Arg or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So, let me see. So, listeners, right? So if you go to game event listener, we have game event.
Yeah, so we have a game event and a Unity event response, and responses can invoke as well as add listeners and stuff, I think.
So let's do I don't know. Oh, this is weird. Basically, I want to be able to push a property or something like that to as you said, an argument to the response. Let me think. So try doing the same thing. Try making this a generic as well.
Making this one.
Yeah, generic.
So
Like,
literally just
same thing. Yep. And then do game event as well. Just do that T inside game. Yeah. No, not that. Like do a little bracket thing.
Do this. Okay.
And then do the same for Unity event. Now, if you hover over Unity event,
I don't have
Okay.
the IntelliJ shit
okay,
set
let
up.
me look it up real quick. Okay, Unity event.
That's annoying.
Okay. Let me think. I am just thinking about how this should work.
So maybe we're overcomplicating it because
That's what I was thinking. It's getting way too complicated.
yeah, we let me look it up as well, because there should be a simple way to just pass events from, like, I think that game event listener and game event is all we need. I don't think we need the generics, or if
or
we
unless sorry, let's try this. Go to game event. Just comment out that what we just created for class. Yeah, that class. Just do a public object arg or something like that on this game event, like public
game object or object.
just object arg, yeah. And then in game event listener, if we go there, yep. Get rid of the whole T stuff, like do all that. Yep. And here though, we're gonna keep that T, but we're gonna make it object as well. Like
what?
So public
instead of T, use object.
Oh. So
not in game event, on Unity event.
Just on Unity event. So just like this.
Just straight up object, yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. And then let me think more about this. For one, let's go to game event and like save all that, and let's go to the assets that you created for this game event thing. I want to see what change that makes exactly.
These?
Yeah. On hard. Wait, what's the error? Click it. Or double click it.
Well, we have multiple errors now.
That's fine. We can go deal with them. So if you double click it, just add in disable wall. Just add a object value or something like that in its parameters. Just say object value. Yeah. We do nothing with it. It's cool as is, right? So let's go back and see what the other error is. Now we're gonna go to that one as well. What's the error?
No argument given that corresponds to the required formal parameter arg0.
Oh, okay. So go back to it. Where does it say invoke? Yeah, here. We're gonna say in this invoke function on event raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna say event dot arg dot or what?
Where's event coming from?
No, that's the parameter. That's the property event.
Oh, this event. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Dot arg, you know.
Yeah.
So that should push whatever value we had put in the actual game event through to the invoke, right? So now there is no argument given.
This one's different, I think.
Well, because you don't have any. There's no parameter new pause.
So then, how are we going to set the position? Because that's what we need.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's go back to. Let's just comment out these functions real quick. Now we're gonna go back to the assets thing. No errors, please. So we're gonna go to the asset again game event, or on something hard point. Sorry. Okay, so we have an object, right?
Yeah.
Can we make that? Can we turn that into a string? Can you actually like put a string in there or something like that?
You could put an object. I don't know.
Oh, it's a game object. It is.
Well, it's not a game object. It's an object. Right?
Let me see. Object by Unity.
Yeah, this is. I think that we're not using this right. So the way that we had it, if you go back to Game Manager, like the commented out code, it seems like that's the way like events are done on the basic scale, and that was working. I don't know if we're doing too much or something. I don't know.
Let me see.
I've actually kind of lost what we're trying to do because I'm kind of confused now.
So basically, the idea is to pass through a value, right? We want to know whether it's This is why I wanted to take the generic route, because then it would have given us the proper thing. Like say if it's a string parameter we wanted to send through, or something like that. This is very difficult to think about. Can you just go back to game event listener? And can you right click on object itself? You can, okay, right. You can't go to definition, right?
I can't. Like mine's apparently not set up to do that. So.
Okay. Unity object.
I have C# installed. I mean, is there something else that I need?
I have. I'll tell you right now. I have C# and I have. No, yeah, that's it. Just C#. I don't even have a Unity debugger. Unity, no, just C#. Yeah, I don't know. VS Code is weird.
You know because the way I did it before with property change, if you notice it, if you notice the way if you go to property change, scriptable object stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or even variable, go to variable.cs.
Yeah.
You'll notice that in doing this, I had made it like a generic, right? so that we can create something like float variable, or because if you look at float variable,
yeah, there's nothing.
So it kind of does it so that the value that you see in the editor is actually like a bool or a float, and it does its thing.
Right.
I wanted to see if object would do a good job, but apparently it kind of refers to game object.
Right.
But what I wanted to do with game event and game event listener is to create a generic version of them so that we can create non-generic versions, like inherit from their generic counterparts and create solid, like, what do you call it? For example, game event float game event listener would listen for game events that had float arguments.
Yeah, that's one
And
argument.
then that argument would be pushed through.
Okay, so you want to try that then?
Yeah, whatever. Let's just go for it, right? So go ahead, do the T thing. Do game event T as well.
All right.
Go ahead, do T there as well. Here, event.arg is fine because that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Back to game event. Just uncomment that.
All right.
We're gonna call this T is fine. Here in game event, you see this game event right here at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We can clean this up later, but you're gonna inherit from game event T, and in the little T thing, you're gonna put object.
So this is gonna inherit from. This is what you mean?
Yeah. Like, and then here you're gonna put object.
Like that?
No, object.
Object.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just get rid of all that code because you don't need it.
We don't need any.
Because you've already inherited
everything from it. Right. Okay. So. Yep. We just need.
Nope, not even that.
Not even that. Okay. Oh,
and now we'll put it in a different file, but let's say game event string game event or something. Yeah, you can do this copy create asset menu as well.
So.
And then just change the class name to string game event or something.
Oh. Okay.
Again, we can rename these later, and then change the what's in the T. Yeah, to string.
Does this need to be lowercase?
Yeah, lowercase is fine. Okay. So this let's see. Go to game event listener now. Let me think about this one. We should also do something similar with this mono behavior. So we're going to create one for listening to objects and one for strings.
So,
okay.
Hold on. So I feel like this is too complicated. Only because I can't imagine we have to like create our own events for string, bool, and anything else. Now, I'm not saying to change it, so we can keep doing this, but maybe off string we should consider another way, because there has to be some simpler way of doing this. I think at least. Maybe
just change the class name to string game event listener. Okay, so now we're gonna go to back to the code.
What? Which one?
Not code. Sorry, Unity. Back to Unity. Okay, so let me think. Yeah, here we could simply just put, you see where it says up there, the T? See where it says game event listener? We're inheriting from game event listener?
Yeah.
Game event listener no longer exists, but you can actually just do objects. Like, you can just call it the object game event listener.
Okay.
And I think that should fix that. So now if we go back to the Unity. Do the same for that one. In this case, we're doing items controller, so we need to indicate. There is no such thing as game event right now, right? So in this case, it's just let's call it object game event. And then when we raise, we have to send a. No, we don't have to send anything. Actually, we're good. Same thing. Just call it object game event. Yep. Go back to that one. Requires one. What? Using, you can just scroll to the right. Can you scroll to the right?
No, it's kind of stupid.
So using generic game event listener T requires one type argument. Oh, here. In if you expand it, because I can't. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. So see where it says game event listener? Just put T in there. Yeah, so that it's generic. No, you don't have to put object or anything. Just T.
Right.
And then the same thing for the rest.
Same thing for this one.
And all that other stuff right there. Register.
Yeah, I gotcha. Was that it?
I'm sure it's very confusing to everyone who's watching. There are multiple ways to implement a event system. We're trying to make a way so that we can give generic arguments to any event.
Now go back to Unity, see if it rebuilds when you just click in the Unity, because it has to compile. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go back to our game event, our events. Yeah, we have to modify these a bit because this no longer. We could just swap out the script. So here on hard, we're gonna swap it out with string game event.
Wait, what?
String game event, string str.
I know, but how do you do that here?
Just search for it.
There's no string game event.
Nope. Weird.
Well, we didn't make a.
Maybe it has to be in its own file.
I think it needs to be in its own file.
Yeah, so let's just do that real quick. Just put string, because that's what I did for flow variable and all that.
Yeah. Okay. So, these just need to be in their own file. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. And this is in scriptable objects, right? Okay.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what I did. So just create .cs.
Oh, whoops.
Is there a reason, Alex, why we couldn't use like the same logic for the scriptable object for this too? How like when you pick up the courage or whatever, it updates the player?
What do you mean?
Isn't that kind of like an event, kind of a system too? No.
Sorry. So when
you pick up an item or when you pick up the courage, I think that we use or like when the player takes damage and the sanity bar updates, we use a scriptable object for that, right?
We did, but we used a variable. Basically, we used like a different. We used a whole different scriptable object for it, but that's because we were updating the value itself and we wanted to know that value, But this is more like events. So, for example, on player damaged. Yeah, go ahead. Try to see if we could find a string. Weird. That happens to me sometimes. You gotta really like click in it.
Okay.
Now, put an argument, make it hard or something. Do the same for onSoft. Yep. We're gonna go to string game object.
Oh, wait. String game event. Okay.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do soft. And then for on key flame obtain, because that's also, we're just gonna do object, and we're not gonna give it anything because we don't really care about that. Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
That's annoying. Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
We don't have to give it an argument because we're not using an argument. Okay, so what's that? What's that error?
You need to put an object in.
Click it. Object game event. Can you go to it? Oh, you have no usings in these files.
Oh, duh.
You have no
Yeah, my bad.
import.
My bad. Okay, so what do we need? I'm guessing these.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'm starting to understand a little better.
So now we're going to go back to...
This should fix it.
Please? Yeah, please fix it. Right. Now we should go back to what, Game Manager?
Okay. All right.
Go back to the Unity area. Like the, what do you call it? Yeah, the Unity Game Manager. In the inspector.
Yeah, where is it?
At the top.
At the top, yeah.
Yep, okay.
Okay, so now we're going to change this to... Did we do the same thing for a game event listener?
Let's see. Wait, what?
Game event listener in the file CS.
At the top.
It's a tab.
Oh.
Yeah. So we did, but I don't think we... Hold on, another thing about it.
Oh, these also need
what
to
are
be
we
separate
passing
files.
through exactly? We're not passing this damn thing. Okay, that's fine. So at the moment, if we were to look at Game Manager and we were to put two game event listeners, right?
Yeah.
Then they would trigger different functions, right? So we would know whether it's on hard checkpoint or on soft checkpoint just from that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think what we need is the string version. I think we need an argument that pushes vector 3 position. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
Let me think about this. Okay, so before we even get to this point, can we go back to on hard? Yeah. So here the hard run, right? What's the let me think. I see. We're gonna. Can you create a new one? A new game event? No, not like this. Like a new class, similar to what you did for string game event or object game event, but instead this is going to be a vector 3 game event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just create a new one.
So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just calling.
And we're just going to change it to vector, yeah. And then we're going to change the type to vector 3. I hope that's part that. Yeah, that's fine. Now we're going to go back to Unity. And we're just going to do on hard and on soft as well. Like we're just going to. Yeah, if you click on it, you'll notice that it's still pointing to that, right? We want to change that. I don't think we can. We have to just create it again.
Oh, you can't? You can't change it?
You can only change it when the script no longer becomes available, I believe.
That's stupid. All right, so I gotta create new ones then.
Yeah. I'm not fully following what's going on. I get the idea, but I'm sure once it's fully in practice, I'll understand. I get it. We're making like different versions of events.
So on hard checkpoint. Let's just do on hard first, right?
Yeah.
So this should carry over the value when a particular collision or collider raises on this event, it's gonna pass through that value.
Okay.
So if we go back to If we go back to the game event code real quick, just to make sure that this is possible. Yeah, that game event. You see how where it says raise?
Yep.
What is on? Can you go to on? Can you go to game event listener? Sorry, I know we're doing a lot of going around. So it does event.arg, right?
Yep.
Let me think. Yeah, so basically before a particular thing raises an event, they would set the argument equal to like, what that position is at the time. So we don't have to do any code here. We just need to, what was it, the checkpoint controller?
Yeah.
So here we're going to do vector game event.
Wait, what?
Isn't this checkpoint controller?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, vector game event.
Yeah.
Then here we're right before it says checkpoint event raise, right before it, just do checkpoint event dot arg is equal to, I don't know, transform dot position. So when this checkpoint gets raised and all these the game manager that's listening on this guy gets that notification, that argument is what's going to get passed through.
I see. Okay.
So now we have to create, I think we have to create like a vector game event listener.
Okay.
Again, we're gonna have to refactor this a whole lot because
I feel like this is gonna work, but I feel like there's probably some easier way that we don't know. Because I can't imagine everyone has to go and make all these, but maybe they do. Maybe they do.
But these all have to be in separate files.
I don't know. We could possibly. Let's not do every single one. Let's just do the vector one since that's the one we're listening for.
In a separate file, you mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Not in scriptable. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Okay, so now let's go to game manager.
The script. The script.
Oh no, the no, you did comment those functions, right? Can we uncomment it all?
These, right?
Those two, yeah.
Well, now we're only gonna need one, right?
No, we're gonna need both.
Okay.
We're still want to store the last hard point and the last soft point, right?
Right.
And we're not doing update checkpoint here because update checkpoint. What does that do?
That if you go back to player controller, it just sets the position to the new position.
So you just have to push that position over.
What do you mean?
Well, it has a parameter, right? And you're calling them without setting any value. You don't.
As in so then we still need two new variables in the player controller, right?
No, not necessarily. Well, in fact, the way I see it, the player shouldn't even have original position at all. What happens here is that every time, like for example, on that collision thing that happens, right? When they hit a kill zone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The game manager should listen for that event and then update the checkpoint using the soft one, right? Update its position using the soft checkpoint. And if it dies, it updates its position using the hard checkpoint.
So this is the kill zone controller.
Right, but you can see that it's doing reset player, right?
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, basically you would have another game event from kill zone controller called or damage or something like that. So this guy is not going to reset the player directly. It's going to be...
You make a listener in here?
Yeah. No. What do you call it? This isn't going to be a listener. This is just going to
the event
do an
itself?
event. Yeah, but it really depends on the player, right?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm sorry.
So there's two things, right? If the player hits kill zone, and he still has health left, then that means it's the soft checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If it hits the kill zone and that's death, that's a hard checkpoint.
Correct.
So the game manager is the one that needs to decide that based on based on its health.
Got it. So instead of reset player, Killzone controller needs to emit an event that game manager can catch, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So then we need to make some sort of how do we send an event to game manager? That's the thing that we're trying to figure out. Yeah.
Well, we can just call this so do public. And we don't need to send any parameter with this. You can just call it like object game event. Object game event, and then we're gonna just call this the kill zone event.
Or wouldn't this be? Oh, okay. No. Yeah, you're right.
And then this would basically do here on the wait and reset. You see how it says wait and reset down there?
Yep.
Instead of doing player.reset, we're gonna do kill zone event dot raise, or
right.
I believe that could be it. Question mark dot raise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a listener for that event in the game manager.
Yes, which would connect to a function that would actually check that.
Okay.
Like it would check, hey, what's player's health? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Hey, what's player's health? I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, so we don't need this anymore.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so this we just need to create the kill zone event, but that's simply creating an asset for it. That's all.
All right, so we have to create the event in here, right?
Yes. So already contains a definition. You might have left vector game listener.
Yeah.
In the old.
Yeah.
But let's start with this. Let's start with actually setting the checkpoint properly, right? So we're gonna go back.
Okay.
To there. We're gonna go to game manager. And now we're just gonna change this to the vector game event listener. Yep. We're gonna change that game event to the on whatever.
Well, there's nothing that shows up here.
That's weird.
This is game event of 1.
Yeah. What is that? Did I?
No. Can you go back to the assets?
Yeah.
The event assets. What is that hard? Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Can you copy it over? Like bring it over?
Yeah. Wait. Let's
try it and then see if you could.
Okay.
Right. I guess it just doesn't automatically because it's not exactly the type. It's an inherited type.
Right. Okay.
So we're gonna set the response.
In here.
To to the hard checkpoint one. So this is gonna set to game manager. Game manager code CS. Yeah, that. Yeah, the cogwheel.
This one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then set the function to be what?
Wait.
Can you go back to it? The code.
This is rough.
Oh, I didn't save. Yeah.
And then get rid of our object point and then save. Because I believe that would have caused errors. Because again, it's asking for a parameter.
Right. We selected the right thing, right? Maybe I've...
Yeah. It says runtime only, right? Can you change that?
Where?
The drop down above it.
Oh.
Editor and runtime? That's weird. Can you go back to your code?
Yeah.
The game manager code? So this is vector 3. That is the parameter. It's update hard public void. Can you go to vector game event listener?
What?
Vector game event listener. The actual code, I mean.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh damn. Can you go back to game event listener then? The original? Yeah. We have T response. But it is detecting that it would be vector 3. I can see that in the Unity editor, right?
If you go to this one,
There,
right?
you see the response there.
Yeah.
Not that. The you see there?
Yeah.
It is detecting that this should be vector 3. It just doesn't seem to be finding a vector 3 function. I don't know why. What if you do game manager right down there?
This one.
Yeah. And then check for functions. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Game manager.
Okay.
And then update our checkpoint.
Right.
And then create another vector game event listener.
Wait, say it again.
Another component. We're gonna do another vector game event listener
on the game manager for the soft checkpoint. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So.
Yep. We're gonna have to create the soft checkpoint too.
Yeah. Okay.
Create vector game event. Name it on soft.
I'm just gonna try to delete these other ones.
For now, sure.
Yeah.
And then you should rename them, because if you noticed it, because you use the same name, it appended a 1 on it.
Oh, I see. Thank you. All right.
Okay, now go back to the game manager. Just set that to the soft, and then add game manager.
Yeah.
And soft checkpoint.
All right.
Okay, so now any checkpoint that you have, which will have that checkpoint collider, should just set itself set whenever the player triggers it, it'll set its own the hard checkpoint or the soft checkpoint to its own position. You just have to make sure, or we just have to make sure that every single checkpoint, like if you go to hard checkpoint 1 on the hierarchy,
mm-hmm.
We just have to make sure that this says on hard checkpoint, set it to the
this one.
Yeah.
And then
because this guy's gonna raise the event.
Okay.
And then do that for the other ones, the soft. And for the sake of testing that this trigger stuff works, just make those checkpoint values public.
Oh.
In the game manager. Because remember, we're making them private in the code.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make those public for now, even if they have an underscore on them at the top. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for tuning in, Dino Fries. He asked if the main character is based off of me, and it's not based off of anyone actually. It's just we pulled a random sprite on the internet.
Yeah.
It was all based off a concept of being trapped inside a dream and having to escape, and so We just put in a random character we thought worked. So anyway, all right. Now what?
So just run the game and just keep an eye on game manager.
Okay.
And then just go to the first hard checkpoint.
Where is the game manager? Oh, here. Okay.
I don't know where the checkpoints are exactly.
The soft checkpoint is right here.
Okay, so go for it. So that didn't work.
What was supposed to happen?
That soft checkpoint variable should have updated.
Okay, wait. Let's see the hard one.
What is supposed to, like, what are we supposed to see? I don't get it.
Can you stop it for now for a second? Can you go to? Well, no, I mean stop the whole thing.
Check this out. Look, these aren't set.
Yeah. No, that's fine. If you can you stop the whole thing?
Yeah.
So sorry, which is the first checkpoint you hit?
Soft checkpoint.
Right here.
It did get set. What the hell? Look, if you see it, like if you go back to that's weird.
It just didn't get set like real time. I don't know.
Update soft and update. Can you go back to hard? What is the first checkpoint? The hard, is it the hard one?
It's a soft one, and it's like right here.
Okay, so that one does have it. Can you go back to the checkpoint controller code?
Yeah.
Point controller. So on trigger enter, arg is equal to transform.position.
What? Okay, yeah, is equal to transform that position, yeah, and then it should raise, okay.
All right. I mean, that sounds right.
Yeah, it sounds right, but clearly we're doing something wrong.
Damn, if I had this all set up, I could debug on my Visual Studio.
I mean, I don't know.
I still don't know how to do it on Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, neither do I.
I
mean, I added the Unity debugger extension.
I have no idea how it works.
So maybe debug.log?
Yeah, we could do that. Where? In here?
Yeah.
Should I do it before or after raise?
Before raise.
Okay, so...
In fact, debug.log, the actual transform.position.
That's what I was going to do. Right? That's it, right?
Yeah, and then see what happens. Oops.
Oh, wait, I can't do this, right? Can I?
Yeah, you can, plus.
Just, okay.
I think that works.
What is that one coming from?
I have no idea.
Go back to the console.
Oh, right here. That's why.
Okay,
Did we ever figure that out, by the way?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
That was a separate issue.
All right, so it's 7:47. So hopefully we figure this out, and it's, I guess, the last thing we do.
Yeah. This is
way
a lot tougher than
long.
we expected.
That tends to happen.
Definitely after this. Yeah, go ahead.
That tends to happen just in program. Okay, so it has it. You see that?
So what about game manager? Does game manager have it?
Wait, where's the game manager object?
Bottom.
Oh, it's don't destroy and
and load.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we were looking at a stale inspector.
Yeah.
No, but see,
remember
why does it have
were-
a hard checkpoint though? It shouldn't yet.
Wait. Let's. Yeah, it shouldn't. Wait.
That might have been said from the last time.
Yeah,
Because
it's because it's.
No, but look,
It-
I mean, it is logging the hard one, so that's.
Okay,
Then the
so
soft.
fine.
Okay. So wait, all right.
We don't have a kill zone listener, by the way, just yet.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So then it's kind of working?
Yeah. Can you stop it? And then just reset those soft checkpoints because I think
Yeah.
it persists.
Yeah, okay. Because it's the
Now
game
try it
manager.
again. Yeah.
We should probably reset it somewhere. Oh, whoops. It didn't set it in there.
Well, can you actually go to the no, don't go, no. Stay where you are.
Yeah.
And then in your hierarchy, go down to the game manager. Because remember, we might be looking at a stale one.
No, this is it.
Why? What if you stop it? What happens?
It didn't even set it.
Yeah, something is off. Okay.
Sometimes coding on the fly just doesn't work.
It doesn't work yet. So I think what we should do is we should definitely like read up more on events in Unity and come back next week with like a better plan. Not that what we did is bad, just this took it took up like the majority of our stream. We gave the lava its light source. We needed to figure out these checkpoints, which we didn't yet, which is fine. We'll definitely figure it out in some time.
Are we supposed to do anything with events here? Because we're just like setting the position here, but not doing anything else.
Yeah, so we need the update checkpoint thing. Or update soft checkpoint, update hard checkpoint. That's what I was saying. The player needs.
Well,
like,
that's what so what I was thinking in regards to this is that the game. I thought we were having the game manager manage this, right? So the way I see it, the game manager should store the soft and hard checkpoint on its own,
Right.
and then update the player position to the
okay, yeah,
appropriate
fair enough.
place.
Yeah,
like
you're
reset
right.
the player to a specific spot. Like maybe the player can have like a reset player, which I'm sure it does, but have a parameter so that you can actually indicate what position to put it in. So then everything resets. Hard reset or soft reset. I don't know.
So that's what update checkpoint does. If you in player controller update update.
The way I see it, though, like in terms of like cleanliness, the player should not even care or know about all this checkpoint stuff. See where it says here, reset position, reset player?
Yeah.
That could be something like we send a parameter, and instead of original position, it's the parameter itself. That's the way I see it.
Okay, so then what we need to do then is off stream, because I think it'll take too long on stream. We need to refactor a lot of our code because in our first few streams, we didn't go the game manager route. So a lot of code that probably shouldn't be inside of like certain scripts is. And so we need to like refactor that out so that the game manager is handling like the checkpoints. It should be handling the sanity. Because what we do now is now the player takes care of its own sanity, whereas the game manager should effectively take care of that as well too.
Yeah.
So we should take time to refactor this as a game, like a singleton will take care of things. And of course, each script will handle certain things, but for big things like checkpoints, health, items, and items probably, the game manager should take care of that so that it can control all of what's going on.
All right, so what do you guys think we can do in the next few minutes to wrap this up?
What was on the list?
If we have a sound effect, we can maybe add a sound effect that plays every time a tile that the tiles are disappearing. Do we have any sound effect?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Could we make one?
well, I don't feel like comfortable leaving like this big mess of the event. So like,
So I feel like so maybe in Git when we do this, can we not we may have to do it over, but should we like discard this code because we didn't like write it the right way, like we kind of like hashed it? Should we come together like off stream and like write it the
I
right
think
way or
that's a fun
something?
idea. Yeah.
Okay, so let's not discard everything then.
well, hold
But
on,
we'll do that
hold on, hold on.
off,
What have
off
we?
stream.
What did we change in this stream? Like, what did we accomplish?
We added the lava lights.
So the thing that we actually can keep is the lava lights, right?
Yep, and the other stuff about the events we can cut, and we'll fix it out. Like,
all right, so like I don't like exactly want to get rid of all of it because it's gonna be annoying to rewrite it. So
I'm saying maybe we'll come up with it, but you know, yeah, fair enough.
if I had pushed the lava code before when we were done with it, this would be a lot easier.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, but we can figure that out off stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if maybe we close the stream a little bit early, just because I don't know what we would do in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
True. So what we're going to do off stream, and this might seep into the next stream, is figure out a better way to write this event system. And the game manager technically should be in control of everything related to the game and not the player, the way that we have it now. So the way we're gonna have to rewrite it is so that it's like that. So
yeah, exactly.
We might have to do that on next stream. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that before next stream, but we're gonna do that. And if you don't understand what that means, it's gonna let us do the checkpoints easier. So we'll be able to implement those probably next week. And
yeah, for sure.
Also, it'll just make everything else a lot easier, including the next checkpoint trigger logic and picking up courage items and the key flame.
Yeah, it should make a lot of things a whole lot easier because then we can do stuff like, okay, when the player presses up in front of a door, it should cause an interaction.
Right.
When, the player gets a key flame, maybe play a cutscene. Like, just we can have a system of events that just triggers things instead of having each object or each thing control its own piece of code, because it'll get very hard to manage on the larger scale.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna finish off the stream here. We got some work to do. This is part of the process. Things get difficult sometimes, and sometimes you just can't code right on the spot, and you run into a brick wall. So
run right into brick walls. I love brick walls, but you run right into them.
So we started off with a concept, but something doesn't seem right, so we're gonna have to go back and investigate, and we will report next week on our next stream how things went, and hopefully we can move forward.
Sounds good.
So if you were tuning